Hello and welcome to this video.
Seats and steering wheel.
It
It
is.
sounds strange to love a car and name them, but it's not just me. Almost every Honda Jazz owner stays with the Jazz and buys another.
It is.
True love starts
Coming up for 9 o'clock. 2057.
Dreams.
If I need an eye test, I don't go to
It's
Specsavers.
coming up for.
One thing you won't see at Specsavers is me.
Do I go? Yes! I mean, no. Me, I don't go to Specsavers. No, you is fake.
Should have gone to Specsavers. No.
Right, we're going.
Hi, Specsavers. Here for your eye test.
They come to me instead. Come in, kettle's on.
We're away.
If you can't go to Specsavers unaccompanied,
Believing. And as usual, when it comes to networking and socialising, I am useless. What it was I used to drink a lot and I was brilliant when I was drunk. So now that I'm sober, I don't really socialise very well. So, yeah, you know. But it was alright, it was worth coming, yeah.
With no health checks and a gift card
Just to find out where it is.
£25 plus 24/7 online GP access. It's never too late to start something new.
But see when you're like, okay, I don't want to. When you're working in a female environment, which is what that is.
Offer ends 30th of March
different,
2026. Minimum premium.
It's different than working in a male environment, right? It just is. How is it different? Well, it's just fucking different.
Find a top-rated outdoor dining.
What's that road down there? Let's go see where that road is.
With 5-star reviews, you'll get value and tasty pizza.
Is that the road we came
All
in?
these barbecue gloves.
Aye, well, we'll go out.
Take off before
We'll go out
eating.
a different way then.
Windproof umbrella!
Pretty sure we came in that way.
It's a wet pizza. Amazon. Find highly rated products at prices you'll love.
Fever Tree Mediterranean tonic water. Made with zesty lemon thyme from a small family farm in Provence and essential oils from herbs that grow in the Mediterranean sunshine. So, if 3/4 of your G&T is a Fever Tree tonic, maybe it's time to call it a T&G. Fever Tree, mix with the best. Ooh, that takes me straight to the med.
This is classic.
No entry. You used to be able to go that way.
real music.
You used to be able to go that
Debbie
way.
Wiseman.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Debbie Wiseman, and I've had the privilege of being composer in residence here at
Debbie
Classic FM
Wiseman.
for 10 years.
That name is in my family tree.
And to celebrate the 10-year anniversary,
On my mother's side.
I've been asked to invite some very
Wiseman.
special guests into the studio.
From
The
Macduff.
stars I've had the pleasure of composing music for.
If you're a Wiseman from Macduff.
With on some of the various films and TV
Hello.
productions that I've been lucky enough to have been involved
Distant
with over
cousins.
the past decade. I'm looking forward to finding out how music inspires them, motivates them.
Nobody really
relaxes
cares
them,
anymore about
and
that
what
shit.
pieces are their particular
which way are you gonna
favourites, and what part classical music
go
plays
straight
in
on.
their lives.
The way you
My
came, yeah.
guest this evening is a former stand-up comedian
I could have,
who says that
yeah,
comedy is very
just thinking about
similar
doing
to
an
his current
alternative route.
profession, in
but
that not one syllable is
Not to where I'm
wasted,
going.
and he's wasted not one
So I tell
single
you, this is
syllable
what I do,
in an
videos.
award-strewn
Nobody
career
seemed all that
stretching
interested,
over
really,
nearly
to be
60
fair.
years. I'm thrilled
Then it's
to
like,
welcome into the
lady
Classic FM
Catherine says,
studio
oh, you're
one
an
of the
absolute
world's
brilliant painter. I said, yeah, I know.
the man with the golden
But,
pen. Don
I am a brilliant painter.
Welcome, Don.
My God.
So don't you forget it. Don't I forget it, I mean, not
They
you.
know my life.
Shouldn't I forget it? I shouldn't forget that I'm a brilliant
For a
painter.
very long time.
And you get on with it and do
The first
it.
thing we worked on together was in
So we'll get
1999,
started tomorrow.
I believe, a song for the end credits of the film Tom's Midnight Garden, which was sung beautifully by Barbara Dixon, and I was so thrilled to have the opportunity of working with you, Don, for the first time. I was in awe. And I want to know how you go about conceiving a lyric that encapsulates so perfectly
So I'll end up
the
sitting in this
narrative
room with
drive,
this
soul of the film, and I'm not
two
just talking
people
about
and,
Tom's Midnight Garden. I mean Born Free, True Grit.
Yeah, it's. I've got to tell you.
It's always
very
strange being in the
hard
art
for
world. The art world is very strange. But at the end of the day, it's like everything else.
We don't know
you
how
need to
we
make
do
money
it.
out of it, you know.
So
So
therefore, everything you ask me, I may look a bit blank, but what I do is I always get to the nitty-gritty
Yeah.
of what the film is about. So when I'm asked to do a film,
I just try to find your place in it or find your way in it.
if I was going to like to to serve with love, for argument's sake, I'll say to the producer, or director, what's it about in a sentence?
Right, so we'll just go straight
And I
on
said,
and
well,
we'll
that
go.
one is about a
If I turn
teacher
right,
who's treated very badly when he comes to
I'll end up going.
They treat him terribly.
It's a bit further turning right.
Though, they fall in love with him. I said, thank
When
you.
I was trying to speak to someone about my roundabout something, and they
it's
give
the
me
same
really
with
strange
all
looks.
three. It's about tell me
And-
what it's about in a sentence.
Hey.
It's about a lion who's been tamed and they want to send him.
I think what I find a lot of times is when I'm amongst a lot of artists, and they're not. A lot of them are like quite boring people. They're not, like a lot of them are not really. I don't know. I don't want to offend them because somebody might watch this. Well, I get to watch the actual video when I was mingling around there.
Music dictates
But
and the rhythm.
it's the mood.
to be in the same wavelength
All three
with someone, and you've got social
suggested freedom,
norms, social conformity,
sounded important,
which is what, and women are more predisposed to conform. Females, so that and there's more of them in the art world than there's males. So as far as I can see, anyway.
Well, let's hear
So
the song.
they're more likely to conform. So that's why it's a bit of a challenge for them to listen to somebody like me. So I think a lot of them just don't really listen. They're not really interested. So like that's why these videos are so good. And but you will remember there's 86% of my, not you but me, I have to remember this. 86% of my viewers are males. I think you can say, well, what are you going on about this for? Well, I think it's important, I think it's relevant. It's relevant. Why is there 86% of my audience male? Well, it's because the women don't like listen to what I'm saying. They're not interested. And that's fine. And it's like, I can't make myself, be interested in them. If I turn left here, it'd take me out of the Bannock Burn interchange. But we'll just keep going straight on. So there's a lot of things that I talk about and go on about, and them lot at that time will not even consider any of these topics as a sort of battery facilities and wind farms. They're all in all that shite, but they're all like sheep, aren't they? They're all sort of like programmed sheep that they just do as they're told, so they're not really going to question anything like that, which is what artists should be doing actually, because they've been captured by the net zero push, climate action. But then maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I think that everybody should be thinking about it, but in actual fact, people don't give a shit about it. When you get these speed limits back up to what they should be in the highway, going by highway code, there should be 60 here, 50. 20. Fuck's sake. So we're doing 50 now, and they're saying we should be doing. The sign says. So the annoying thing is, the bill fell in 2019, but there we've got the sign saying 20. But the bill fell. So what happened? Well, we'll just do it anyway. We're politicians, we can do what I like. We don't have to follow the highway code. It's not too bad, that one. The Scottish Government are a bunch of criminals. Get that shite out of here. So we've got the dreaded speed humps. This shite is it should be illegal. A lot of stuff's illegal. It's just like democracy. We're supposed to have democracy, but it's always under threat. And there's people they're ready and willing to hand away to give away democracy.
The film Tom's Midnight Garden, performed by Barbara Dixon with a studio orchestra, conducted by me, Debbie Wiseman, with lyrics by my guest
circumnavigating
singer,
it.
Don Black.
Is it possible to do 30 here? No, I don't think so.
Successful collaboration and friendship with John Barry,
Wow.
the brilliant John Barry.
That's not
He
that
must have
bad,
been
is
an
it?
absolute joy to work with. And your first collaboration with him was on the 1965 James.
Is this one more
Bond
savage?
film.
Oh!
Now, whenever I see this film or I hear Tom Jones singing your title song,
So managed to do
the same
it
question
28
always
there.
pops into my head. What's
28
a
miles per
Thunderball?
hour.
And I know the National Lottery adopted it many years later.
Yes. Well, when I was asked to do this,
Womanese! Do you want to learn what's 40?
isn't in the dictionary.
It should be fucking 60 here.
So that was tricky. So I used
Womanese, do you want to learn womanese? Well, that was amazing watching that video about womanese. It's like, why am I watching that? I know what it's like. I'm just avoiding it. I mean, I'm not involved with them, am I? Alright, so we've got national speed limit applies. From here, we can do 60.
Because he had a great philosophy.
We are under the grip of green communism.
Especially about music. When I first started working with him, he had idols like Stan Kenton and Marty Shaw and Count Basie. As he got older,
72,
he seemed
wow.
to talk more about Mahler, and he went very, very classical. And on the way here today,
Well, the plan is to go into Edinburgh tonight, but I don't think that's going to happen because, well, when I get home, I'm going to have to make my tea, but I'm going to check out the weather forecast.
Von Karajan.
Yes.
Von Karajan, I'm sure you.
Yeah.
And he said, Von Karajan, he went on.
We'll just chuck some mince in the pan.
Genius he was. He said he could conduct a
What's left of the mushrooms and an onion.
that lasted an hour and a half without a score.
It's easy, isn't it?
Memory, just
From that, he said, yeah, but
Basically, what I do in the fridge is I look at the most,
it's more than
the item that's about, well, the one that's went out of date the most already.
And he welled up.
That's what I do.
About that. He was very passionate about that. When it came to Mahler, when his swimming pool in Oyster Bay, Mahler was always playing. He put Mahler on as he swam. He was, any musicians listening to this will know he must have been a very slow swimmer. But he was a joy to work with.
And I heard you say on an interview you did quite recently that a great song.
I think the weird looks I was getting when I was going on about the roundabouts is indicative of them, not me.
Right.
They're supposed to be like artists, right? You know, you're supposed to be celebrating the unusual or the odd or the weird or strange types of activities. So that's where the conformity and the
Love that song. Said, you know my life.
conformity
You had seen know my
and
life. It's about, the song is about someone who knows it won't last. Their affair will
creative
not last. But
mind
they
comes
want it to
in.
end
Being creative.
as best
So I've
as
got a
it
creative
can.
mind. It's not my choice to be like that. I was born like that. Or I don't did it happen.
And
Maybe it
I
did
think that's
happen.
right.
You know, it's more. There's like more to life than
Every time we say
like. It's just so like you're on. Like I'm constantly an artist, right? That's what I'm trying to say.
But if you're in love, that means so much to everyone. Not just the
Constantly.
person singing it.
Yeah, true. If there is someone, who would you love to write a song for that you haven't yet?
You know, I don't think there is anyone. I think I've written the ones that I would have said is Sinatra and Barbra Streisand and Ray Charles and Tony Bennett, and I've had that quartet. But anyone around, well, so today would be Lady Gaga, who I think is great. But there's not a long list. Most people write their own songs, don't they? But that's another.
Right, so thanks for coming along tonight. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll get you in the next video. Hello, welcome to the channel. Ah, shut up. Ah, fuck you, asshole. Right, so we're leaving. We're leaving in the morning, and none of them lot will like my videos because 88% of. Was it 88? That was 86 earlier. Fucking ding dong. 86% of my audience are males, but females are welcome. Males are welcome. Anybody in between is welcome. Everybody's welcome. But I'm not going to try and please anyone other than myself. That's really narcissistic, isn't it? Aye, my channel's here to please me. You cannot be serious. You're supposed to please your viewers, you fanny. Well, I do try and do that occasionally. But fuck it. And fuck them. And thanks for watching, and thanks for being a subscriber. Please remember to click the notification bell or some fucking thing, or whatever. And always remember, leave a comment, even if it's shit, leave it. Even say hello or something, or hi. Or you've got a funny voice. That's the sort of thing I get quite a lot. I don't understand you because I'm Scottish. Right, thanks for watching. Bye.